Even Prince outlived Mike Jack. All right, let me tell you something, brother. The outlive Mike bar, fire to me.
Yeah.
Basically, again, another notch to first person shooter.
Yeah.
Because the first person shooter, Drake said, "I'm one hit away from What he said, I'm one hit away from passing Mike. Nigga, beat it."
Yeah.
Boom. That's a beautiful bar. Cool. The whole your best work is a light pack. Kendrick, listen, I know this is beef, but don't cap. Don't cap.
So
welcome back to episode 53 of the BES podcast.
Damn.
What is good, gang?
That's good.
What is good, gang? Listen,
Gangy.
we are going to get right into it because there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about why sports betting is a no-no.
Ooh.
Right? Who is really in the big three? And why LeBron and JJ Redick are about to have the worst sports podcast of all time.
Hey, yo.
So if you guys want to stay tuned and be a part of the best sports podcast of all time, make sure you guys like this episode, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, you're all considered pooties. And we are only 20 subscribers away from breaking our 150 subscriber goal by the end of March.
Yo, stick that thing.
And make sure you guys hit that notification bell so you never miss a banger. All right? I'm here with my two co-hosts.
Yeah.
To the right of me, the master of the X's and O.
Yo.
The man with the master plan. Coach EJ, let's get a round of applause. Coach EJ. Yes, sir.
Chilling. You know, it's that time, you know.
I see you
March.
with them canes on. You thought you were smooth, brother. I see you with the canes on. Yeah, boy, thought he was smooth. I don't know who you think I am, bro. I do sneakers for a living, honestly.
Yeah.
I do footwear for a living.
Footwear.
But I'm glad everything is cool. I'm glad that you're all right. I'm glad that you're healthy. I'm glad that you're here. Love all that. To the left of me, all right, your favorite and the all-star first baseman, Gold Glover. No, we're not doing this today.
Pulling out my inner Ray.
We're not doing this today, Nefty. We're not doing this today. Everybody, you know what? Round of applause for your favorite first baseman, Eli. Oh my gosh. Double haterades? Hater shades?
Uh-huh.
Nah, double hater shades is crazy. This pod's about to be
That
nuts.
means y'all are on timing today.
Nah, Demon Time is...
y'all are on time.
I mean, I am wearing a Blue Devils. Demon Time is upon us.
Yeah, call me Playboy.
Howard...
Hey, yo,
I'm
call
not
him
calling you
Playboy.
I'm not calling you Playboy, brother.
Call him
How are we feeling? How are we
Playboy.
feeling?
I'm good. Hanging in.
Okay. All right. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that you're here, healthy and happy.
Yeah.
Oh, the Triple H, and I ain't talking about wrestling, brother.
Oh, word.
And as you all know, your favorite father, Nefty. Welcome. So what up, gang? Oh, you know what? I got something to say.
Okay.
Oh.
I got something to start with.
Okay.
Wait, I almost forgot. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I almost forgot. Yo, listen. Hey, y'all know where I live. Y'all know where the comment section is. Let me talk to these Eagles fans real quick.
Oh, snap.
Let me talk to these Eagle fans real quick. Hey, what's good with y'all? Right? You guys are out here talking all this smack.
Oh, brother.
You guys are picking up all these ex-Giants, ex-whatever, right? Listen, all I'm gonna say is this, bruh. Whether it's female birds, Philadelphia birds, or pigeon birds, they all like crumbs.
Oh, yeah.
They all like the crumbs, the secondhand crumbs, all right?
That is crazy.
And nothing is going to really flourish in that organization unless they fix what's really happening in that organization. So I want y'all Eagles fans to grab a seat, grab a beer, and pipe down.
A Bev.
All right? You know where to find me if there's an issue. I got no issues talking to y'all. I ain't running from nothing. We live over here, and I'm just potting. So if you feel some type of way because I'm potting, you can unsubscribe. It's cool. It's cool. I'll find others. But speaking of birds feeding off crumbs, let's talk about Shohei Ohtani and his translator.
Yo.
And Ohtani, as well as the translator, as well as I think both the Angels, right? The Angels and Dodgers, or just the Dodgers? I don't know who, but someone are all in investigation over a $4.5 million scandal, bet scandal or betting scandal happening with Ohtani's translator, right?
That's crazy.
So it's, there's a lot going on talking about, he had access to the accounts, or then they switch it up saying that he stole the money because he was in debt and he just took the money from Ohtani's account. There's a lot going on, right? So we are here to kind of break down what we feel about the situation. So without further ado, either of you can start and let me know what you feel, what you know, and what do you care.
Go ahead. You don't got nothing to say because
Nah, I don't got nothing for them.
Nah?
he was just a little hungry.
Yo, this nigga's scared. Yo, my boy puts shades on and doesn't know how to act, yo. This is crazy.
A little hungry is crazy.
I don't know who I'm dealing with right now.
He's like, yo, I just need a little cheddar. Let me hold that real quick.
Okay.
You think that's what it was? Honestly,
I mean, if Ohtani was betting on himself, I'm
I
not
don't
mad
know.
either.
I did hear something like they said that his interpreter, the guy that got caught, supposedly he said that he graduated from UC Riverside or UC Berkeley, and that ended up they checked the records and that never happened. He never graduated from there. So like,
strike one.
yeah, right. So like
Damn.
that's type fishy to me. That's weird. You know.
I didn't even know that.
He's a little sus.
I didn't even know that.
Right, he's suspect exactly. So I don't know.
So, do you guys think Ohtani's gonna get any heat for this?
Depends.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like you can't. How did he get his account?
we'll
You know
never
what I
know the
mean?
full truth, right?
Yeah.
So I'm only gonna go. Ohtani had to have known a grimace of something because this is the guy that you talk to every day. This is the guy that you're with
He's in
every
the
day.
clubhouse.
He's how you're navigating around. Like obviously, yeah, you're learning the English language, you're learning English U.S. customs and stuff like that. But, bro,
That's your right hand.
this your right hand. So like you got to know. And if you don't know,
Now you know.
this is giving me like some like Selena and what's her name's vibes.
J-Lo, you're nothing without Selena.
Damn.
I forgot old girl's name, the one that got locked up for killing Selena.
Yeah,
But
no one cares.
well,
No one cares.
I think she gets released soon. Actually.
Oh, where? No, yeah, I think next year. 2025. 2025. Excuse me. I mean, I agree with that. Okay, I agree with all that. I think you're absolutely right. Like, if this is someone you talk to day in, day out, he's translating for you and in your everyday businesses. I think you have to know some kind of rumblings of what's going on. Especially as well as if he's taking money out of your personal account. Now, listen, we all know, or I'm gonna say we all should know, that people in that tax bracket, you do have a lot of people managing your accounts.
Yes.
So there are people that have hands in your account. They know your social security number and all that fun stuff. So there are people with the ins and out. Now it's up to you to trust who you really have or giving that access to. And this is someone I guess he trusted. But to both of your points, fam, you're Ohtani, you probably should know what's coming in and out of your account.
Yeah,
and if you see a $4.5 million payout to whatever betting sports book, and I am basically the face of MLB.
Yeah.
Yo,
one of.
give me my money.
Dog.
Give me my money.
Right? Now, I don't know which one of y'all said it. I do think he's gonna come out smooth clean.
Yeah.
And I think it's in MLB's best intentions that they're face of baseball.
Yeah.
Well, there's two sides to this coin. Let me say this, right? Ohtani right now, just MLB. I'm gonna touch on the Dodgers in a second. Just MLB, the biggest cash cow they've had in I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
Just off sales, jersey sales, face of the league, the way he maneuvers. Obviously, this puts a stain on his
WBC.
Yeah, all that. Yo, Ohtani. We have spoken. Excuse me. Ohtani's name has been said day in and day out to anything baseball related.
Yeah.
Anything baseball related, I don't think I didn't hear the word Ohtani or the name Ohtani, right? So for Major League Baseball, it is in their best interest that he comes out clean. So they're gonna have homeboy take the fall. They're gonna say that it wasn't his primary checking account. It was like an offshore account from Aruba. They're gonna figure out some type of way.
Yeah.
For the Dodgers, you also are gonna do whatever it takes to get Ohtani clean because guess what? Unless there's some stipulation that has them revoke the entire contract, you guys are signed in.
Yeah, y'all locked into this.
And there's a lot of money given to homeboy, and if he doesn't play for those 10, 12, or how many years, yikes.
Yeah.
So, just off those two strengths, they're gonna figure out a way to have homeboy come out clean.
Yes, I agree with you there.
Other than that,
bombs away.
Yeah, it's dark times over there. It's dark times over there. Just thoughts and prayers to everybody involved.
I do think it's so unfortunate for Ohtani one, but the MLB as well. Like, bro, they're in the Seoul series in Tokyo or Japan, wherever they're at, and you want to market Ohtani just signing with the Dodgers. You got the Dodgers playing, and they were playing well, and then just for this to happen, it's like, yo, come on, bro, no way.
Yeah.
But yo, that's life.
Such is life. Such is life. Speaking of Soul Series, you guys watched it?
No,
I watched a little bit of both games.
Okay.
Yeah. Dodgers lineup, when healthy, they look they look as advertised.
Yeah.
Everybody's healthy. Game 1, game 2.
That's a fact.
But they look good. Like it's tough.
What I didn't know, and this is what I didn't know, right? I did not know last year, and that's before they formulated this team.
Yeah.
Last year, the Dodgers were the best team or the best scoring team 6th inning on. They were late bloomers.
Yeah.
Right? Comeback kids. And I didn't know that. Like, to me, it was, it was like whatever. Like, I'm not paying attention to the Dodgers like that, really. Or at least in those final innings, right? So, someone made note of that game 1 when I think the game was tied 3-3 or Padres were up 3-2. I forgot what the score was. And someone out of nowhere was like, yeah, but, the Dodgers, this, that, and the third in 6, 7, 8 innings. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Boy, when 7th inning came around, and it was hit this, hit that, home run this. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what's going on. Right? Now, it worked pretty well. Glasnow pitched a good game.
Yeah.
I watched it. I'm not going to say I watched both games entirely because obviously they started at like 4 a.m. or some dumb shit, right? But I think from both games, I did catch like 3rd or 4th inning on. Because by the time I have to wake up and get ready for work and stuff like that, it's like 3rd, 4th inning. So I caught it and all that fun stuff, right? Glasnow pitched a good game. Yu Darvish was, I think, for the Padres, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yu Darvish was okay. Padres need to do something with that.
Yeah, they actually.
Padres.
Was that game 1?
Yeah.
Yo, that was the game. The ball went right through Drake Cronenworth's. They should have won that game.
Yeah,
that should have won that game.
That did open up a can of worms for the Dodgers. For the Padres, excuse me.
That would have been out number 3.
But yeah, for sure, and it would have ended because there was a run in that.
Yeah.
Game 2 though, Cronenworth said, "Okay, listen, you guys made fun of me about my glove. Check
Watch
this. He goes 4 for 5.
Yeah.
Bio.
Yeah, but he always could stick though. He always could
for
hit.
sure.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, hey, for my viewers as well as you guys, look up the Padres roster.
Oh.
Everyone on the Padres roster, their primary position is shortstop.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Oh, we did.
Yeah. We did.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's
started
ridiculous.
at short.
They were talking about it a lot.
And I was just like, whoa, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? Like, is this a formula? Like, it's kind of, obviously not, but but I don't know. I thought that was kind of cool from them. Game 2, we get Yamamoto against Musgrove. Or Musgrave, right? I forgot. Musgrave.
Yo, it's early, bro.
I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. You know what, Yankees? Thank God. Yo, thank God you didn't sign this bum. Thank goodness. My boy got no zip. Now, for all I know, in like 2 months, he might make me shut my mouth. Because if I remember correctly, Kodai started a little rough as well and then ended up winning like 16 games or whatever the case may be. and Kodai is one of those pitchers, so, but I don't know, it's just his fork ball or what screwball or whatever that breaking ball that Yamamoto has, it does what it does, but that fastball,
it's flat.
It's very flat in my opinion. Very flat. And then what I found out about the KLB or KBL, excuse me. So their balls are like larger and stickier. Pause. Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Wow. Can you say that again?
Their balls in the KBL are larger and stickier.
Damn.
Right? So they got larger baseballs and they're a little bit more sticky, while ours are smaller, non-sticky, very smooth, very slicky.
Yeah.
Sleeky.
Slicky
so,
with the icky.
I mean, that kind of defends both your points. Maybe it's just Yamamoto getting used to the baseball, and then obviously, 2-3 months in, he kicks up. But I'm wishing upon the downfall.
Yeah.
I'm wishing upon the downfall.
Yo, because I don't know if you ever seen a MLB baseball, bro, but them freaking laces is tight.
Yeah.
You ain't getting
Actually,
no grip on that, baby.
Yo, if you can, I think in the pocket on this side, there's something in there. If you don't mind tossing that to me. But no, I know I've had Major League Baseballs from Dominican pitchers that I know and have met in DR. So they're like, hey, I'll sign a baseball for you. They'll just give me a baseball.
Yo.
Brought out the old boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Feel me? Something to handle.
Hey, yo.
I like handling balls.
What?
You know what I'm saying? But all right. I mean, the Soul Series was cool. What's crazy is Game 2. Me and a couple boys, we called Mookie Betts and Machado hitting a home run.
Damn.
And we didn't put the ticket in, so we lost money on that.
Yo, but those are some nukes they hit, bro.
Nukities. Big nukities. Now I do want to bring this to a topic that I want to touch upon, you guys, right? That was hell.
Wow.
Yo, what's good?
On us.
Woo!
Yo, say it again.
I'm going crazy today, bro. I'm going
so
crazy.
They can hear you.
Listen.
Touch up on.
I will touch upon on both of you. Don't play with me. And on camera. What's up? We'll put on a show. Nah? Nobody? I'm by myself in this. Is the game of baseball being more attractive around the world?
Around the world.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes, 1000%.
Believe that?
I hope so.
I think you saw it a lot, people got to see it a lot more during the World Baseball Classic, and then, like I said, man, the rise of Ohtani is just like, it's making the game more global than ever now.
Right.
And I feel like in Europe they play like that cricket.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, I guess, like their type of baseball,
it's
but
it's like a
it would be
baseball.
awesome if you could start marketing it to them so that they could start like really getting into it. You know what I mean? Because even though I do think baseball is a game that you really gotta start from like when you're young. It's not a game where you can just be like, yo, let's just go to a field and let's throw fastballs at each other and try to hit them.
No, I think you're right. There's a lot of
tough.
mechanics going on there, so, and all aspect of the game. So I feel like, fam, I just found out. I mean, any of you guys played like catcher? Like actually played catcher?
Like the position?
Yeah. Like even the catchers have mechanics that I didn't even know about.
Yeah.
And I just found out literally a month ago because one of my friends, he's being recruited or whatever the case may be. But his position is catcher, and he was letting me know all this stuff, like the way, like their pop time. The way for you to get low pop time, there's a certain type of mechanic you have to really get into. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know that, bro. I just thought like you just caught the ball, try to pop up as fast as possible and sling it to second base. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know none of that. My position was pitcher. I didn't give a fuck what you did back there. You know what I'm saying? Like you just catch these pitches that I throw at you, and you deal with the rest. You know what I'm saying? But I think EJ is absolutely right with both aspects, the whole starting young and the fact that it's going global. Because this is what I think. The way I see it is they're kind of taking a page out of the NFL's book. They're having they're having a game in Korea or wherever the Seoul series was. Next year, this inaugural series is going to be in Japan.
Ooh,
so next year, the first series is in Japan. We're going to have that series in Paris in the middle of the season. I think last year was in Germany. It was the Yankees in Boston, I think, in Germany or whoever played.
London.
It was in London. Or I know there was a series maybe 2 years ago. I know there was a series in Germany. So there's always, like you said, there's the WBC, and this year I feel like the WBC was a little bit more global. Another thing that tells me a lot that this is becoming a little bit more popular. It's not just the Americans, the Dominicans, and the blacks,
Right,
or the Puerto
right,
Ricans.
right,
We're
right.
seeing dudes from the Netherlands. We're seeing the Dutch players coming out. We see
Yeah.
a Venezuelan won the MVP this year. So we're seeing a lot of countries tapping in. So I'm like, okay, cool. We're here. We are here. Like, it's not just whites. It's not just Caribbean. Let me just say Caribbean because obviously, even though Dominicans are always, or I guess the number one in the Caribbean,
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans and Cubans, they can play. I'm not gonna discredit their style of play and their credibility or whatever, But yeah, man, and I think it's cool. I think they're gonna make some moves. Obviously, there's also the little league World Series. Like MLB is in charge of that as well. So I'm just excited. This is my sport. I love. Even though I fell off and played basketball, I'm right back to it. Like I nowadays all I think about is baseball. Like, damn, who's playing? Or I go to the batting cages by myself or whatever the case may be. Yeah, bro. And I think this is fun. I think it's gonna be fun for the sport of baseball.
I'm with it if you with it. Just to say we did it.
Nah. Nah, my boy. Yo, who broke your heart?
No one.
Oh, all right,
No,
bro.
straight.
It's all right. It's okay. I don't even think you have a heart to break anyways, but
Oh.
Yikes.
Damn, brother.
Yikes.
Tell me how you really feel.
I mean, anyways, I don't know if you guys know, but the streets is beefing. The streets is beefing. And by streets, I mean the big three. And no, I am not talking LeBron, Bosh, and Wade.
Oh, I thought you were talking about us three. But...
and no, I am not talking Eli, EJ, and Ray. Wow, that still rhymed. Bars. Look at me. That still rhymed. Put me in the booth, kid. Speaking of booth, though. Kendrick came out. Well, first and foremost, Metro Boomin and Future dropped an album by the name of We Don't Trust You. And they did a very, 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 very interesting tactic, I'll say.
Okay.
By giving us the whole album with no features listed. So obviously, the Joe Schmo listening to the album, if you guys are like me, I don't fall asleep until 1 a.m., so I'm listening at midnight when it drops on Apple Music, and I'm going through the songs, and then I get to the 6th track. And for those that know, the 6th track is titled Like That, and there's someone featured on the track by the name of Kung Fu Kenny, Kendrick Lamar, K. Dot, whatever you want to call him, right? One of the big three, if there's a big three, right?
Or is it just Big Him?
We're gonna get into that. Or is it just Big Him, right? That's hey. Listen, in the industry, we call that a callback. That's what we call that right there, but brother. Listen, the verse that was heard around the world. What do you guys think about the beef that's going on? What do you guys think about this verse? Lay it on me.
You go first, E.
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it.
You know how because we're music. I'm not saying he's not, but we're music guys. You know how I know this shit was global? If Eli hits the chat and goes,
First.
Eli's the first one to hit the chat talking about, why Kendrick gotta do that? Yo, dog, I swear on everything I looked at that text message, I said, the fuck is Eli talking about?
I thought you were talking about Kendrick Perkins.
Oh my god!
I'm like, yo, what did he do?
What the fuck is Eli talking about?
What did
right
he
now,
do?
bro? Right?
Yo.
I'm not getting my music news from Eli, first baseman. No, I'm not getting it from him, right?
Yeah.
I see this text, I'm like, yo, there's no way Eli's talking about what I think he's talking about.
Yo, word.
Early, I was like,
Yo.
That's how I knew this verse or this album did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Eli goes, damn, why Kendrick really got to do that? And I know for a fact. You know how I also know EJ had the same reaction? EJ's text after my text, I'm like, yeah. EJ definitely was like, Eli, what the
I was confused, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like, dang, Kendrick Person must have did something out of pocket. If Eli's texting us while he's at work, because he'll really be texting back while he's at work. So I'm like,
yo, and that's the other thing too, right? Like
that's
Eli,
true.
because of work, I'll text at 8:30, whatever, and I'll get a reply 11. This is Eli's reply. I get a reply 11:23 talking about, you got it, boss.
Yeah.
It was 8:13. Homeboy said, "Wow, why Kendrick got to do that?"
Early?
I don't know. I just put
No, it was at 10:20. It was still early. Though.
I just made up a time.
Because like, yo, that shit was too funny.
Dog, I'm sitting there like, yo, there's no way Eli's hitting me about Kendrick Lamar, right? So, whatever, I'm having these talks with everybody, but what do you guys think about? Do we really have a big three? Like, what do you guys think about this verse? What do you think Kendrick's intentions? What do we expect from Cole and Drake?
Come on, I want to bounce back. Come on. Little clap back.
Yeah?
Yeah, why not?
Not really. Nah, that's EJ. What?
All right. First of
My
all,
boy came with shades. He's talking about music.
I went to bed super early.
Okay.
Thursday night because y'all know I wake up like 3 in the morning to go to work.
I left a little bit on this.
So, but this past Friday when the album dropped, I woke up an hour earlier because I just couldn't sleep or whatever.
Okay.
And I decided to get in the shower, bro. I woke up to mad DMs, mad text messages about how Kendrick murdered Drake and murdered J. Cole.
You know what?
Yo, so like I'm gonna keep it a bug with y'all. It's 3 in the morning. I'm like, bro,
it's 5 in the morning.
I'm not listening to none of that noise right now. I need to get ready for work. So I go to work. I got people coming to my job asking me, yo, did you listen to it? Did you listen to it? I'm like, no, not yet. I'll listen. I'll get to it when I get to it. I ended up listening to it like when I got out of work, like around like 10. This is right before Eli texted us.
Okay.
And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, oh, okay. Like he came on, he snapped, like he did a Kendrick thing. Like it wasn't like, to me, it wasn't like anything like super braggadocious or anything. That was just Kendrick being Kendrick to me. That's what it was to me.
Oh no! I'm about to break this down for y'all because I already digested the whole thing, the whole situation. Digested the whole thing was crazy.
Yeah, man, you're on time.
I was gonna let that one rock.
You're on
time.
Yeah. No, butter me up. I'm on a roll.
So
you're just gonna go right past that. He's like, nah, I'm not even addressing it.
I like the comeback. I think personally, this whole thing now has started a war with one of the most petty artists,
and I love it,
we have ever seen.
And I love it.
And that's my only like, I guess, knock on the whole situation is, well, I think we've all had this conversation off camera. Everybody wants to make the jokes about Drake and all this and that and the third, but you guys are all so worried about him all the time.
For sure.
All the time.
This is the guy.
This is the guy.
This is Jay-Z, This
right?
is Mike
so,
Jack.
like, I get it. But in the same sense, I gotta try to remember as a fan, like, they need to be competing with each other. They need to be pushing the needle. Because, like you said, if they're not doing it, which hip-hop artists are going to be doing it?
Facts.
Dang. So, to answer your question, is there a big three? Yes. Are they the big three? Yes.
Okay.
How you order it, that's all opinionated. We're not going to, because what do you want to base it off of? You want to base it off money? J. Cole and K-Dot aren't touching Drake if it comes to money.
That's a fact.
If we want to talk about substance when it comes to music, that's not really what Drake talks about in his music, but that's what K-Dot and J. Cole do.
Okay.
You feel me? So, like, what is your measuring stick for when it comes to top three? That's why I feel like it's all opinion based. It's all about what it is that you like personally. That's just me. My thing with Kendrick has always been, I've always thought you were super nice, bro, but you sometimes act like you're too good to make music. That's how I feel.
And I'm gonna get into that.
That's how I feel. J. Cole, yeah, he probably hasn't put albums out, but he's on 1,000,001 features, killing every feature. Every feature.
It's a fizzle fact.
Drake continuously drops great album, where he has hits that are on the Billboard Top 100, no matter what album it is. So he's constantly relevant, and he does features, and he gets all the young boys on. He's willing to work with all the young boys. What are you doing? You just sit in your cave, fight for black rights, and then when you want to come out and rap, you then rap, and then that's it. Sounds like a dude with a lot of talent but wants to be lazy. That's just me.
Any sentiments from you? Okay, got it. All right. I see what type of timing you on today. All right. This is what I got for y'all. Ready? Let me break this down for you. First of all, EJ isn't wrong. Everything EJ said is not wrong, right? The only thing about the whole timing thing, and I am a Kendrick Lamar fan. Obviously, the big three are the big three. I'm going to listen when Cole drops.
Yeah.
I'm going to listen when Drake drops. But if someone in the middle of the street goes, yo, who's your favorite rapper? Nefty is going to say Kendrick Lamar. I've liked Kendrick ever since Section 80. Once he dropped Section 80, which, by the way, he dropped in the same, if it wasn't the same day, it was in the same week or two as Take Care. So no one was gonna listen to Section 80 when Take Care is out here roaming the streets.
And Driz showed him love with Section 80.
Yeah, because he was buried alive.
Yeah.
Right. The problem with Kendrick and his whole timing situation is not Kendrick. It's TDE.
Okay.
So this is the issue. TDE, so Top Dog and them, because Top Dog is CEO or whatever you want to call him with TDE, they just run things at a different times. I don't know if, why do you think it took SZA 6 years to drop?
Yeah, no, I actually, now that you bring it up, you're right.
SZA dropped Control, classic album, and it takes how many whatever years
to get the new joint.
Right, and they said, I think what's his name, Schoolboy said it in one of the things in one of his songs talking about SZA's been dying to come out, but Top Dog was like, in due time.
Yeah,
in due time, and that's my only issue with Top Dog, is that yo, you got this slew of A-list artists.
Yeah, bro.
Schoolboy, Absol, J-Rock, Kendrick, well, not anymore, Kendrick left, but Kendrick at the time, right? Reason, SZA, Sir. You know, you got all these guys that when they drop, the world stops. But bro, they dropped 2005, then 2010, then 2015, and it's like, bro, we're dying for music, right? And the issue with that is what EJ's saying. Because we are dying for such music, and because we get into these conversations, we're not gonna add Kendrick into the conversation because you drop every 5 years, bro. Meanwhile, Drake is dropping 1 to 2 albums per year.
Yeah, and that's really it.
You know, so I'm not saying this tarnished Kendrick Lamar career, because we Kendrick is Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick is Kendrick. This is, regardless of what TDE or what their plan was over there, it didn't do, you know. But cool, there's that with Kendrick. Now, this is what I'm gonna. Listen, me and EJ speak a lot. I know what EJ's mind when it comes to music, so I'm gonna talk to the rest of y'all. The thing with Kendrick is this. Kendrick is a more, I guess, soulful or poetic artist. Yeah. If we really break down the big three, we have the pop star, which is Drake.
Yes.
We have the lyricist, which is Cole, and then we have the poetic writer, the artist, which is Kendrick, right? So a lot of times when Kendrick drops, it's not gonna hit because we want to listen to Sister Younger and I'm a Dream of Getting Rich. Yeah. We're not listening to Black Power. No offense. You know what I'm saying? So obviously Section 80 was a hit. A lot of people don't really know. Again, it was overshadowed by Take Care. Once he dropped Good Kid, Mad City, though,
right,
it put Kendrick on the map. Now everybody's like, oh, here's this kid from Compton. Here we go. Now we're on the races, right? Now the problem with Good Kid, Mad City, or the problem with any classic album is what? Now we're waiting for at the time, album 3 for Kendrick. But now we're waiting for album 2, and we're expecting it to be a classic. It's not going to be like that, right? Now, To Pimp a Butterfly, if you're not a music head, I don't expect you to think it's a classic or not, but To Pimp a Butterfly is very, very underrated.
Yo.
In my opinion,
super.
Very underrated, right? And because not only did it have his whole, Black Power and his underlining hits, we had the commercial shits. NBA used the song how many times?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think for what's it called? The All-Star Game, the theme song was his song or whatever that song is called, right? But there's one thing that Kendrick does that Drake won't do, and the only reason I'm not gonna pick on Drake is because Drake doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And that is to shake the world. Drake's like, yo, fam, I'm Drake. I'm a billionaire, even though the Forbes don't know that, right? I got all this money. I got all these cars. I got all these women. Y'all peasants to me. But for years and years and years, the same thing that you're talking about, everybody's like, "Oh, but Kendrick don't drop. Oh, but how can Kendrick be in the big three? We have Drake, we have Cole dropping features, this, that, and the third. Kendrick is probably like, all right, you know what? I'm done now. Then they make now, and then I think where it really started stemming off, first person shooter comes out.
Yeah.
Right. First person shooter comes out, and if we really listen to that, there's a lot of subliminals in that song. Right?
From who though?
It's from both, but let me break this down to you. Cole subliminals were very, very respectable. It was kind of like, yo, K Dot and the rest of the field, but mostly K Dot. You and I are on the same level. I respect you. Just know this is hip hop. Drake, there's beef between Kendrick and Drake. So what Drake said is kind of like, little nigga, you're not me. Rightfully so. Right? Then there's all the whole Morale and the Big Steppers. Again, another album I do not, for those that can't get in tune with that kind of music, I don't expect you to understand. But Morale and the Big Steppers, let me tell you.
Great album.
I still listen to it. For those that don't, niggas don't listen, I still listen to it. Now, I'm a Cole fan, I'm a Kendrick fan, so maybe I'm biased, but that's a story for another day. Yeah. Right? So Kendrick's like, you know what, bro, I'm done with this. I gotta come out. Niggas is pairing me up. Niggas is talk this, that, and the third. Morale and the Big Stepper this. I got to come out and do another Control type verse. And that is what we got. Yeah. So now it's kind of like, I'm here. Fuck this big three. Y'all keep talking about, and this is not towards you. I'm just, because obviously this is a consensus thing. This is not EJ. Y'all keep talking about I'm lazy and I don't drop. Now I'm coming. Now I'm coming for heads. Don't even bother putting a vest on because I'm shooting for the dome. Right? And it showed in the verse, bro. From the first bar, he said, "Don't let your mouth land you in a coffin," or whatever the case may be. Those that don't understand or can't digest music, what was J. Cole's first bar in First Person Shooter? If you don't know, go back. But that was a to that, right? Yeah. Boom, off rip. Obviously, it goes on and goes on. Then he starts mentioning, right? A lot of people didn't get this, but I did. Something about E4 or 40 water. Yeah. Cool. The whole thing with that, right, is E40 had E40 when they made the whole 40 water thing, it means like a click. It means like they got clicked. But if you really start digesting, who's Drake's number one producer? 40. Yeah. Right. Cool, right?
That was a cute bar. That was cute.
It was cute. It was cute, right? Another thing that people don't notice, the beat. Another E40 beat or whoever's beat, but I think E40 was the one. Someone else that sampled this beat in one of his mixtape, it goes by the name of Lil Wayne. Should I say anymore?
Nah.
Right. Now, that's not all Kendrick, because obviously there's two other people on the song. But these other two people are also beefing with the boy. So obviously they're all gonna, right? And, bar this, bar that, bar this, bar that. And then we get to, obviously, the bars. First person shooter this, big three that. It's big me, nigga. Fuck that. This is the way I see all this. I went on this rant to say this. I don't even think, and again, this is bias, I don't even think this is Kendrick's best work. This is, I think
it was a starter kick.
It was a starter pack. To me, it's like, I'm going to poke this bear.
See.
Because I'm tired of all the shit talking, and let's see if the boy's really gonna rap.
Right.
And we know how that's gonna work out, and I'm gonna get to that in a second, right? I will say this, Kendrick, you did messed up on one thing. You had a nice little 2-bar where you said your best work. What he said? Your best work is a light pack. Even Prince outlived Mike Jack. All right, let me tell you something, brother. The outlive Mike bar, fire to me. Yeah. Basically, again, another notch to first person shooter.
Yeah.
Because the first person shooter, Drake said, "I'm one hit away from What he said? I'm one hit away from passing Mike. Nigga, beat it."
Yeah.
Boom. That's a beautiful bar. Cool. The whole your best work is a light pack, Kendrick. Listen, I know this is beef, but don't cap it.
Don't
cap.
So this is but you see, that's why we are friends. This is why we are homies. Because we can talk about it. We can maybe not agree on everything.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be real about the situation. We're not gonna be delusional about it.
No. I'm not gonna sit here and cap and be biased because because Kendrick's my boy. No. Listen, I am a fan of Kendrick, but guess what? I am a bigger fan of music. And Kendrick, let me tell you something. I don't know if you heard Take Care.
You're
I don't know if you heard
You're capping.
if you're reading this is too late. I don't know if you heard Nothing Was the Same. Those are not light packs, brother.
You're capping.
Those are not light packs. Now, if you're talking about the recent stuff, okay,
right,
we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
But that's where you went wrong. But listen, for the sake of the sport and for the beef,
Awesome.
go off.
Yeah.
Go off. Listen, go off. Now, this is why I think this is also real, or like Kendrick does not give a fuck, and this is for two reasons. Number one, if those that are in the music space, and I know, well, now I know you are. I know you are, right? Those are in the music space know that right now Cole is in album mode.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna throw this out there and not expect Cole to throw this in album.
Yeah.
So if you don't know, go check Might Delete Later Part 1 and 2 on YouTube. Cole's getting into it, right? And Cole even, oh my fucking God. Cole even said on Part 1, he said, I'm tired of these niggas. I'm
ready.
Tired of these niggas.
Yeah.
Cole's coming out. And for those that know, gotta know, right? So Kendrick definitely knew that and said, all right, bro, you thought I was gonna be afraid of that? So that's why I think Kendrick is not scared about what's about to happen, because we are well aware that Cole's in album mode. The boy. We know how Drake works, right? First of all, there is a video, and I can send it to you guys so you guys can see it. There's a video, now it's probably just people just creating content. But there's a video of Drake leaving Carbone or whatever restaurant mid-meal.
Oh, when the song dropped?
Deacon mid-meal to go to the studio.
Yeah.
Hey, if it's true, I like it. Cool, go off, King. Get back in the studio. This is what I like to see. I want to see war. I don't want to see this whole... Now, where I give Drake some slack is this. You are in the middle of a tour. A huge tour. Not only with Cole, but Wayne's also on this tour.
And
Dirk. So you are with high-profile artists, and I don't expect you guys to just take 6 hours of your day to make a diss track.
I mean, he probably will.
But if you do, you do. Kudos, my boy. Yeah, do you. You know what I'm saying? But we know how Drake is going to function. We know how Drake works. Drake is going to hop on some Little Man song or some Little Man's remix, and he's going to do his little Pusha T type diss. Yeah. And then we'll see the dominoes just fall after.
Yeah, I see it playing out a little differently. So I definitely think, I mean, I don't know if you guys saw, but Drake walked out to Future's Savages for his tour. Changed up the opening for his whole tour. The whole tour he was coming out singing Virginia Beach. Yesterday he walked out to Savages by Future, my Savages. Walked out with Chubbs and all his people. So his is gonna be real articulated. You know, because he's got more than just Kendrick. It's Kendrick, it's Future, Metro, now Nav. Like it's like now it's becoming a whole bunch of people trying to get at him. But I do think, and you know, I feel like I don't know if people are disrespecting or don't think Cole is like that, but brother,
I can't wait.
Listen, he snapped on the last album he dropped.
Him under the fired basket or whatever, the basket that's on fire. I forgot what it's called. The fall off.
Nah, the off season.
There we go,
bro. He was talking on that.
But
see, this is my issue with the media. Not the media, but like the music space. Y'all aren't really listening for the rappers. Y'all listening to what sounds hot. Y'all are listening to what makes y'all feel good. Cause when the boys, J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick, when they're spitting, actual like their lyrics are not those catchy punch phrases, not those hooks that you could sing or that are like singy songy. I mean bar for bar for bar. We're going 16. When they do that, y'all aren't listening. Because y'all never want to bring up those songs. Ever. It's always the songs that are getting the radio play. The songs that have music videos and things like that. Those are what you want to judge them off of? Come on, bro. Come on, like let's be for real. Like people are saying like, "Oh, J. Cole got nothing for Kendrick." Bro, have y'all heard every feature that J. Cole has been on for the past 2 years? Past 2 years, he's literally washed everybody on their own joint. Every time. Every time. So the fact that you think that he's in album mode and he's not about to come at Kendrick crazy?
Come on, bro.
Can't wait.
Come on. Like,
And-
let's be real about it.
And the thing is, a lot of times because of their relationship, they'll just do it out of respect.
Right.
They'll just be like, "Yo, you my boy, but I'm gonna bar you up right now."
And that to me is what this is.
Yeah.
That's what it is to me.
Yeah, Kendrick and Drake is petty. That's
Kendrick
beef.
and Drake is
That's beef.
beef.
Yeah.
That is beef. But Cole and Kendrick,
It's more on some like,
it's
yo,
more just like, bro, I'm just gonna bar you up.
yeah.
Sorry,
Like,
you have to catch it straight.
like, yo, I know you think you're nice, but I'm gonna have to show you right quick, like, who I am.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. Granted, Kendrick is that too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to equate it almost to like that Hove Nas. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they really had that third person with Hove and Nas because it was that beef was just so like they were so big and they were both from NY. So
Yeah.
like like they kind of like
There was, but it wasn't really beef. There is a third.
who
The dog. Oh my gosh, what's his name?
DMX.
DMX.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He
let's
was
say-
the third.
Let's say those three. You know what I mean? I feel like the difference between Kendrick, Cole, and Driz is like, they all have like their own lane that they are.
Mhm.
That's them.
That's them.
They're prominent in that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And they all came up at the same time, damn near. So like, it's like, bro, I equate it to like Bron, KD, Steph, like like it's this is what they do. Yo, like there's no doubt in my mind that Kendrick is Kawhi Leonard. Bro,
Okay.
you
Damn.
cannot. He is. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yo, he ain't that, bro. He is that.
When he plays.
Yo, when he's there, when he's available, when
Okay.
he makes it,
He cooking.
he's cooking. I'm here.
I like it.
You feel me? Cole is KD. We know you're nice, bro. But it's always something that's gonna be like,
Yeah.
you know? Why aren't we putting you over the others? And Driz is LBJ, bro. He hasn't missed.
There's the
For
long-
whatever everything that y'all say, bro, all his songs get played. Y'all all use his lyrics for captions. Y'all all don't sleep on me. I got great plans. I need to take you to the island. Get you golden, no spray tans. Do you know how many joints I've seen put that as captions for pictures? Come on, bro.
Talk to me nice.
Let's be for real. That's how I equate it.
I like it.
LBJ, KD, and
I can't
Kawhi
even-
in
I
a
can't-
one-on-one.
I can't argue that. All I know is it's for the rest of hip hop. Just move.
It's about to be scary.
Just
hours.
move.
And
Big Sean, I'm sorry. I know you
Yo.
came out. I know you're trying to make this like Renaissance thing.
Damn.
You came out at the wrong time, brother.
I ain't gonna lie though, the freestyle on IG was hard
It was.
until you
It
hit me
was.
with that fear bar.
Yeah.
The fear bar lost me a little bit.
No, and then he had his own big 3 bar, and that's where he went wrong. That's where he went. Don't touch that
He did
subject,
have
brother.
a big 3 bar.
Yeah, don't touch
did,
that
he
subject,
did.
brother, because let me tell you, you first of all, you had your chance and you backed down. Big Sean had his chance to make the whole big 3 argument, and once Kendrick came out with, there was a bar, Kendrick came out and put everything to rest.
Yeah.
It kind of put everything to rest, and then Big Sean started getting into his situation with what's his name, with Kanye. Then there's the whole Janae Aiko situation. So there was like a lot of things that didn't really work out for Big Sean, and it just ruined the whole thing.
I tell you this, I'm just happy. I don't want to hear no more about Drake and Kanye, please. I'm over that.
Oh, that's the other thing. We are about. Oh my God, we are going to see a lot of monkey see, monkey do niggas. Ye's gonna come back. Ye's gonna start shooting at Drake. Watch, we're gonna see it. 21 Savage. I'm very interested on what side you're picking.
Yo, for real.
I am very interested at what side you're picking because you rep Atlanta, and that's where Future is coming from, right? But you just made an album with Drake, so there's that whole situation.
Yo, facts.
So I really need to see what 21 Savage is about to come out
I'm
to.
telling y'all, I hope all of them turn on the
Right?
boy. I hope so. I hope so.
Damn,
One other person.
You got a lot of people to shoot at.
Oh,
Damn.
and why
Gotta have a
I
whole
why I
clip.
also feel like this is very calculated. If you go on Apple Music right now, it shows all the features.
Nah, does it?
If you go to Apple Music, I don't know about Spotify. I don't speak about Spotify. If you go to Apple Music right now, all the features are listing, and they weren't listed from Friday to yesterday. So they did what they wanted to do with that, right? That being said, though, one person that is in the album, unless I'm wrong, unless his voice is not like, if that's not who I think it is, I'm pretty sure I heard Young Thug on this album. I'm pretty sure I heard Young Thug on this album, and Young Thug is not listed. So I need to know what's the situation with that.
Damn.
Right? Because Young Thug, obviously, again from Atlanta, but his relationship with Drake is not sour.
Yeah.
So I need to know what is the deal with that. Again, unless I am mishearing, the voice, I'm pretty sure I heard Young Thug. I'm trying to go back. Oh, The Weeknd's also on this album.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's petty.
That's
Damn.
Smart guy though.
Oh, Travis is on this album twice. Travis,
And
I need to know what's the deal with you too.
Yeah, what's good with that? You see, like,
Sabo.
so like that's the.
What's the see? I don't see Young Thug hitting it. Rick Ross, another person. You and Drake have a lot of hits together, brother.
Yo, they're. I think they're trying to X him out, bro.
So I know. Listen, before we started the video, you said it. Pick a side and stay there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people involved, and I'm really interested to see who's picking what side. And on top of that, I really only care about who's picking what side and who's really gonna get into the ring.
Yeah,
True.
Because 21, I don't know if you're gonna get in the ring, but I am interested. Rick Ross, I really don't think you're gonna get in the ring, but I'm ready. But the Cole, the Drakes, the Future's already in the ring. I'm hearing from y'all. Ye keeps playing these games with part 2 and part 3 of Vultures. Best believe Ye's whipping up a verse. Best believe. Ty Dolla $ign. I know you're on Ye's album. You and Drake had some things going on.
I think he's yay though.
So listen, there's a lot of parties involved, and
It's almost like they're trying to X homeboy out, bro.
I'm just really trying to figure out what's
wait.
going on.
I can't.
So this we spent a lot of time on this. This is how big this thing is. We are a sports podcast talking about music right now for 30 minutes. That's how huge this whole situation is. Pause. That's kind of crazy, right? But
this whole situation.
Yeah. That's insane.
I got a whole situation.
Yikes. Yo, hey, I don't know if you heard your boy, but I know you know firsthand what's going on over there. Hey. Hey, yeah, my bad. I forgot that there's family ties.
Yeah,
family ties. Hey, shout out to
that is crazy.
Just really interested on seeing what's gonna transpire. We already know Cole's coming out.
Yeah,
Cole's definitely gonna do something.
Yeah.
Drake, you're the one that I really want to see because you're very petty.
Yeah,
you're very petty.
Right now.
You're gonna need a little bit of time.
He's the question mark.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
I really want to see how you're gonna maneuver because Cole, we know he's an album mode, so he's definitely gonna do something. Gang, March Madness, and we are watching part of it right now.
Yeah.
We are a week into it. A lot of games have happened.
Yo.
A lot of upsets, right? Maybe even some surprises here and there. I want to know each of your thoughts. What is your thoughts? What is your sleepers from what you have seen? And who do you guys have? As of now, who do you guys have as champs?
Right now,
and you can do both sides. Excuse me. You don't have to
Yeah.
just do men.
Yeah. For the men's side, I'm not gonna lie. In one of my brackets I had Kentucky actually winning it all.
Oh, I wanted to text you because I know when we did our big three, or you had Kentucky.
Yeah. So, but I will say I watched that game through and through, bro. They played hard, but homeboy from Oakland was
Yo,
he was on a
on a-
green
He's
bean.
a former
he
Blue
was
Devil, by the way.
Is he
shooting that.
really?
He's a former Blue Devil.
Wow. He was lighting them
Yeah,
up.
unless I
Like
got my research all mixed up, he was
every run that Kentucky made, Oakland literally just was like,
Yeah.
nah, we're gonna shut that
like,
down.
we're gonna hold that off.
Nah,
right there,
we're gonna
buddy.
shut that down. But I'm still rolling with UConn.
Yeah.
I do think like the two teams that have impressed me, besides UConn, are Tennessee. They're playing really good fence. And Connect is legit. He can really hoop.
Yeah, sure.
He can really, really hoop. I watched 2 games just to really see like how good he really was, and I was watching like, oh snap, all right, like this kid can play. And Houston, I mean Houston's always good defensively, but like they look offensively, they look like a well-oiled machine. They're playing together, and a sleeper team that I've been rolling with since the ACC tournament. North Carolina State.
Yo,
Hey, man.
son, that was a
Hey,
good
man.
game.
That boy Burns.
And we called it.
Yeah.
he got
ACC championship game.
Yo.
Me and EJ were like, yo, I can't wait for that game.
Yo, he's
Yo.
getting to it.
Yo.
He's got a little, como se dice, joker in him.
Yo.
And he
Pause.
that was a pause, but I was gonna let it rock. Like I ain't take it that way. You know?
Word.
But North Carolina State last game they won in overtime all due to him.
Yeah, bro, he was.
He clocked in.
hooping.
He clocked in overtime.
Yo,
It was a good game. Michigan State. Against some boys.
What you got? What you got for me, Hater Shades?
Nah, I was really interested in that game because Bangkok was wilding.
yo, what's
Nah.
good with cuz?
Yo, my boy is on different timing, dog.
And
He's telling us fuck the big three. It's big him.
it's Big E.
Oh no. Yo, in the industry, we call that a callback. In the industry,
Yo,
we call that a
I
callback.
mean, look at our name, bro. It says Big E.
Word.
That's
Yeah.
low key applause, but I'm gonna let that rock too.
Yo,
That's low key applause.
I didn't pick my women's. Right now I feel like the women's tournament is like so like up and down. Obviously like all our ones like South Carolina's smacking everybody.
Yeah.
UConn. I don't know if y'all watched UConn women's play. Paige came out on fire. She was like, "Yo, y'all ain't seen me play in this tournament in 2 years.
Yeah.
Watch this: 28, 11, and 6."
Hold my beer.
Yeah, I don't know, man. All the women's games to me have been tough and exciting. Juju got USC and them rolling, so like it's lit on the women's side. I don't know. I think anybody can win, really.
It's gonna be a close one.
All right, cause my boy's on different time over here. On the men's side, listen, there's no secrets. UConn, it looks like UConn got this in the wraps unless they come in one day and just have a bad game.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. You would just have to catch one of these guys in a
On
bad day, and hey, the floodgates open, right? The other team that I actually put money on. So I put money on UConn to win it all. My second team that I put money on, because if UConn don't win it, this is my other team that I have, and I'm gonna sound like a hypocrite. I have trust in for some odd reason is the Tar Heels.
Wow.
I don't know what it is. I see Baycott locking in, and in the past couple weeks, especially with the loss, the way he handled the North Carolina, the NC State game, I'm like, interested. Okay, interesting. Those that don't know, Baycott's been a good player since he entered North Carolina, but there's been things here and there where he did where I'm like, ugh, you're still kind of like immature. Maybe because it hit him that it's his senior year, Baycott is on a different maturity level.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, okay, all right. And North Carolina has really good guard play if they lock in. Like North Carolina guards can really stick it to you.
Ari, Elliott, yeah.
Yeah, they can really stick it to you if you're not very careful. So that's my yeah, I know. Listen, I'm just gonna keep rolling because I'm like Metro Boomin.
To you if you're not very.
Yeah. I'm like Metro Boomin today with the cuts here.
No Diddy.
My sleeper though. Wow, that's crazy. My sleeper. Hey yo, check this out, man. Obviously, I also have NC State in that sentiment, but Iowa State There's just something going on over there. The Cyclones are really just showing me that they can hold.
They're cycloning.
Yeah. They are. Yeah. They are spinning around this league, and it's not by default. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's my sleeper. There's a lot of other teams out there.
Facts.
You know, Baylor's doing their thing. I think Marquette is still in it, right? Marquette hasn't lost, or they did lose.
Lost.
They lost.
Yeah.
So Marquette's out. Yeah. Listen, you got to be careful with a few of these teams, but hey, and obviously, wait. Let me not do that. I am watching my Dukies very closely. This is all I'm gonna say. If our guards, because one of our big issues is our guards can't really defend really, really good guard play. McCain can give you 30, but he might allow 36.
Damn.
And that is the issue, right? So if they can really lock in, I can see us kind of making a run. And the other issue with our guards, Flipowski is going to do what Flipowski does. I've seen him, I think, enough to know that he's very consistent. If he's not going to give you 30, he's going to at least give you 20 to 25 with his 10 boards and whatever the case may be. So Flipowski, I got no questions for him, except maybe his health with that whole running the court situation because he rolled his ankle or whatever. And we know those high ankle springs, they don't go away in just 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? The other thing that I'm also looking for the guards is what ends up happening with our Duke guards is one day McCain and Roach and them, they can go crazy for 60. But then the next day, cumulatively, they only drop 18 points. You know? And we can't have that. We can't have you, Duke can't really have you score 60 within the guards and then Filipowski give you another 20, and then the next day, Roach and McCain only have 18 points together. That's not a very good recipe to success. On the women's side, listen, obviously, South Carolina is doing it what it does. My other team, as we can see, I'm definitely going for Iowa. I need my girl Clayton Clark to walk out with at least one chip. If she doesn't, it is what it is. I don't really have a sleeper over there on actually, no, I do. And see, damn, I might not have to wear this jersey again. The North Carolina women's team.
That's crazy.
They're playing. Yeah, damn. I'm failing today. The women's North Carolina team is also playing very well. They just had a really, really tough game with Michigan State, and Michigan State on the women's side is no slouch. So they're doing their thing over there as well. But obviously, my eyeballs are on Iowa. That's crazy. Look, I have Iowa, and then as my sleeper in the men's side is Iowa State.
Damn.
I'm just on three.
That
teams.
would be tough if they both could pull it off.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. But that's what I got going on. That's what I got going on. I think as champs, again, I think it's just UConn and South Carolina.
We gon' see.
Yo.
I'm not even mad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not
Finish
even mad.
your drink, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, cool. I got a question for y'all. Right? What is the best playoff time in your opinion? Now, for those that don't understand what I'm trying to ask, playoff time as in NBA Finals or NBA playoffs, March Madness, World Series, Super Bowl. What to you, hockey, if you really want to get into it, what to you is the best playoff time of the year?
Okay,
It's
so
tough. I think it depends on matchups, but in my opinion,
are you going based off of just our opinion, our what we like because I feel like biasly, I'm gonna pick the NBA playoffs. Biasly.
So all right. Give me your picks, because I can pretty much. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a poll on YouTube for the viewers and listeners. You go to YouTube, go to the BES podcast, look up the poll, and you guys decide. But I can pretty much assume March Madness is gonna win the poll.
Yeah.
And if it's not March Madness, the only other thing that's probably gonna win is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Just because of how big it is in the United States, right? I want to know you guys and tell me why.
All right, cool. So for me, crazy 3. This is going to be a crazy 3. I'm going to go. It's a tie for me at 1 with NBA playoffs and March Madness. But that's my biased answer because I am a basketball guy. Second, NHL playoffs, hands down.
Okay.
Hands down. The atmosphere, the energy of whether it's 1 playing an 8 a 1 playing 2, 1 playing 1, it's always matched no matter what. I feel like NHL.
That happened to us, right? 2 years ago, you guys were the number 1 seed and lost to us, the Devils, wasn't it?
I think it was 2-7.
2-7.
Yeah.
We were 7.
Yeah.
I mean,
then third for me, and I guess this shouldn't really count. I guess in U.S., but the World Cup.
okay, I'm glad that you said that, right? Because I was having a hard time because it is playoff, but I don't know if it's really playoff,
Right,
you know?
yeah, yeah.
It's not like a regular season.
Right. I feel you on that.
But I'm glad that you still brought it up because we do need to share some light on that.
Yeah.
It's well, once you pass the group stages, it's do or die,
and
brother.
It's bro.
Yeah.
I don't even play. I've never played soccer in my life. I don't watch soccer. But when that World Cup comes on, I'm locked.
Hey, I'm gonna let y'all know right now. If you guys don't get acquainted with soccer, because summertime and I see some of the matchups and shit that's going on, soccer is about. If baseball's not careful, soccer is about to run the summer. And we have the Olympics this year.
Yo. Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about in the summer. It's not like last year where all we had to talk about was baseball and we had to make up shit to come here and talk about. So
but and then MLB right after. I don't really get super hyped for NFL playoffs only for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah, I can say the same thing about that. Like there wasn't a game during the run which was like I'm gonna lock in.
I'm gonna be honest. The most hype game to me this past NFL playoffs was the Green Bay San Fran game.
That was a very good game.
Yeah, that was the only good.
Even
one.
though was it Green Bay and Detroit or who San Fran
Detroit versus San Fran.
I thought that was a good game too.
I knew it was gonna happen only because of how I feel about Detroit.
Actually, I'm very glad that he's saying this because this is the reason why I don't have NFL. But go.
Yeah, I don't like the NFL. Like I would probably go NBA Finals. I would then probably go March Madness, and then I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna stick with my guns, and I'm gonna go MLB playoffs.
Okay.
But hockey's, I think, is literally in that tier with MLB.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
Because I've been to a game and I've been there in a regular season game and been like, oh, this is hype. Like this is what it is to be here, because it's fast paced, back and forth. I'm like, I can just imagine in the playoffs with all these tiles going crazy.
No, I'm gonna be there this year for sure.
For hockey?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm slacking, bro. I've said how much longer do we have in the regular season?
Man,
not much. Playoffs start coming April.
I've said I needed to watch. I have yet to watch a hockey game in my entire life live.
Oh,
and I said to myself, I need to watch a game, and I'm letting this season go by, and once again, not watching a game.
But you're a Devils fan. You could just go watch them whenever.
Yeah, you know what? I just need to. I need to get back to. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I've been getting back to it a little bit. I know I'm going off course here. I'm getting back to it a little bit. I just need to go back to what I used to be, bro. I used to be one of these kids, bro. If niggas wasn't in line with me, I'm going by myself.
Yeah.
You can catch me after, brother.
Yeah.
I went to movies by myself. I think I think two playoffs ago, I went when the Yankees played Cleveland in the playoffs, I went by myself.
Oh yeah.
Game 3 or whatever, game 4, went by myself. And I think I just need to tap into that. And it's a little cheaper. I just got to worry about me. Whoa. Damn, before I get myself into deep trouble, that Jay, don't take that in any way. I just mean, I don't got to deal with, having to worry about who paid me for tickets. Because, I don't know about you guys, but the way I do things is one person pays for it and everybody just send the money.
Yeah.
Because I'm not here talking, I'll buy my own ticket. Next thing you know, someone's sitting in the 300 section, someone's sitting in the 100 section. I'm not with that, bro. Yeah. We're going to all these tickets are being bought once, people send me the money.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what I mean. I'm not trying to.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to shoot shots at myself. For me, number one, especially I said this at the beginning of the pod. It's MLB. It's just listen. I just love baseball regardless. Like even during the regular season, I know regular season gets really boring, and to me, I still find the hype in regular season.
You do,
but once playoff time comes in, bro, there's only a few things in this world that, in my opinion, that can match the energy of the MLB playoffs, and that is World Cup, that is Super Bowl, that is NBA Finals, right? But to me, again, because of how I see it, the whole playoffs is just and another thing about baseball, which you alluded to, it doesn't have to go through the whole bullshit that the NFL goes through about like, damn, but the matchups. Fam, who knew Arizona was beating the Dodgers?
Yeah.
Nobody.
Who knew Atlanta had to go Game 7 to Philly? Atlanta this year, Atlanta.
Nah, and
You know, you don't get that.
and Philly.
Right, right. Once I saw Miami had to travel to Kansas City for that game, I said, no, fuck these playoffs. I see what's going on already. I already see what's going on, bro. We can just tell, right? Then the next game, I'm going on a rant right now. The next game was the only game I had high hopes, right? Because it was Bills, Kansas City, in Buffalo.
Yeah.
They're both cold weather teams, but once again, Buffalo doing their BS in critical moments.
Yo, Billin.
And I just saw, all right, I see what's going on. Now, at that point, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I still didn't think Kansas City was winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
I don't think so either.
You know, even though they were doing Kansas City stuff, I'm like, yeah, but Kansas City is not last year's Kansas City. I just feel like they're going to fall short. And I also thought once they ran into Lamar Jackson, maybe I just gave Lamar Jackson the benefit of the doubt. But I just thought Baltimore was going to seal the deal, and obviously that didn't happen.
I mean, they tried to throw it.
Yeah. But to me, it's just once you started seeing matchups, I think the only, along with the game that you said, the only game that I was like, whoa, what's going on? But then again, they kind of do this every time they enter the playoffs, was the whole Green Bay and Dallas.
Yeah.
We didn't think Green Bay was going to come out and do that to Dallas. And Houston, too. When Houston did that to Cleveland.
The Browns, yeah. I didn't think that either.
On that side of the, what was it? No, that's still the AFC. Well, whatever. On those matchups, that's what really kind of like, oh shit, maybe we might be seeing something different.
We might be locked in.
But anything that had Kansas City in it, we knew the script already. We kind of knew the script, and that's why I can't really put the NFL there because it's like, hey, listen, when these boys were in the playoffs, you kind of knew what's about to happen as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Unless the team on the other side was the New York Giants, we knew what was the deal with these boys.
Or the Indianapolis Colts. That's the only team. The only other team, right?
Yeah. Yeah, but I can say that with a lot of teams. Like, there was the 1 year with Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can say that with a lot of teams. I'm just saying, we're 0-2 against you guys. We might be 11-3 against Indianapolis. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, all that to say, MLB is number 1 for me, right? I'm going to cheat here because you put World Cup 2, and I love soccer. If there's a sport that people might not guess that Nefty likes, that is soccer. But I'm going to go a different route. You already had the World Cup, so I'm going to go different, right? And I don't know about you guys, brother, but when you get into Wimbledon, it's a different ball game. But I'm actually going to put Wimbledon third because I'm going to have to be a little bit biased at number 2, and that is the NBA playoffs because there is, again, there's matchups that you kind of like, like I know how this is going to go. But then we get shit like, Lakers and Denver. Like, who knew Lakers were going to be only 2 points away from winning a game every game?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who knew that was going to happen? Who knew 2 years ago that the almighty Celtics was going to go into the washed Golden State Warriors and lose to the Warriors? You know? It's stuff like, once again, who knew, even though we probably should all know, that every season Miami is going to come in and be like, yo, check this out.
Every year.
So, NBA playoffs, just to me, just has a little bit more excitement in consideration to like the NFL. Hockey is really, really high up there. I just really need to get vested into hockey because what ends up happening with me in hockey is I only watch the Devils, I only watch the Rangers, I only watch like the Bruins. I only watch like the top guys. But you don't see me catching a Blue Jackets game. You know what I'm saying? So I really just need to get invested in that. But I think number 3, because you have World Cup, I'm going to put Wimbledon. Because if I see like Djokovic and Nadal in the freaking championship game, it's about to be a good one. It's about to be a good one. And I can say that too with like the Masters. The Masters is another one, but I'm going to shine some light on tennis today.
Okay, cool.
All right, guys. It looks like there's another pod in town. There's another sheriff in town. And they're trying to knock off the BES podcast because we are the number 1 podcast in the
world.
LeBron James and JJ Redick have started their sports podcast, and think primarily it's just a basketball podcast, right?
Yep.
If I'm correct. The podcast is called, someone help me because I don't know at the time. I think it's Mind Your Game or Mind of the Game.
The Mind Game.
It's one of those titles, right, that I can't really figure out, but it's such a basic title. Gang.
Mind the Game.
Mind the Game.
Mind the Game.
First episode came out Wednesday, I believe, if I'm correct. Right? Pilot episode. I still thought it was content-wise, it was a very decent episode. What did you guys think about the episode? What do you guys think that's going to be in the future for this pod? And are other sports / basketball podcasts in trouble in lieu of this premiere?
I think they are a little bit in trouble, only because they took it in a different route.
Okay.
In a sense, with breaking down a game. They brought up specific plays and runs and actions that I'm not gonna say us because we obviously know what they're talking about, but people that don't know that are fans watching and what a drop coverage is and stuff like that, they were able to analyze that and put it into layman's terms for the rest of everyone, for the rest of the fans, even us. There were some things where I'm like, oh, you talking about this same play for a D-Lo, and all right, let's flip it, and certain players can't flip it. Flip the same play. So I was really intrigued. I was interested. Obviously, I'm on the defensive end, so I was very intrigued with some of these sets that were run. As for how it started, I know Ray does not like it at all. And that's for a potting aspect. For me, I was just really more, hey, this is LeBron James. This is JJ Redick. They're both basketball minds. They really analyze and articulate the game differently than anyone else. So when they're able to talk about the game and just the game of basketball, I'm going to tune in. And for it being the first episode, for them also being able to put specific plays that you can see being run and being called out, I thought it was pretty cool. I definitely want to see what's the next steps going forward as to how they're going to go ahead and handle each situation. Like, are they going to continue in that same route? I know they brought up Jason Tatum and how his career is going. I don't know. I don't know their direction just yet.
First of all, I don't know whose idea it was. Whoever's idea it was, I think you guys are brilliant. Like, just the idea of having LeBron go on there and just basically just talk hoop, like, that's just like, whoever came up with that whole idea is super smart. I don't think it does harm to like the sports podcasts that are already out.
Yeah.
What I do think it does is, like, it sends a shot like, yo, y'all really better come correct now. Because we have the
mind of the minds.
We have the chosen one really speaking game.
Both. Because JJ's
right.
Smart.
Right. But I think what's grasping everybody is like, yo,
LeBron James.
Bron's giving us a piece into his mind and what he sees, what's going through his head while he's playing. And I think that's super, super dope. You know what I mean? Like, he explained that whole run he went on against the Clippers by himself.
Yeah.
That's not, like, you can't watch that and try and, like, make it make sense to you, but you have him, the guy who actually went through it and what he was looking for. You know, he explained how they ran Horn's chest for him, and how the Clippers kept guarding it wrong every single time and allowed him to get hot. You know what I mean? And I think those are conversations that need to be had, bro. And you get the perspective of somebody that's still playing, dude. Like, he's in it. So, like, honestly, truthfully, like, if you're not playing anymore, I don't want to hear anything you're saying.
I'm about to get into that. That's crazy you brought that up.
You know what I mean? He's still in it at the highest level. So I'm gonna lock into what he's saying. He just played against the Clippers yesterday. He just played against the Nuggets the day after. You feel me? So, like, I think it's awesome. JJ, you know, you've always been super smart. You've been a great hooper. I think how I could see it going forward is just, like, them talking about different things that go on in a basketball game.
Yeah.
You know, like, Bron made a good point too about how like there's there's the game of basketball, right? Like actually like when the ball goes up. But he says like like the people that want to just do that, they don't last in the league very long. It's the dudes that really love the game that are going to enjoy what they're talking about and all the extra X's and O's, getting your mind right, getting your body right, all that. Having them dive into that, I think that's where it's going to open up for them. So, awesome.
All right. So I'm going to do this the way every female does. Sorry, Beba. I know you're hearing us. I'm gonna build them up and then break them down.
Yeah.
Start off. You guys are absolutely right. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. We are getting not only the mastermind when it comes to the sport of basketball, we're also getting JJ Redick, which, of course, Duke guy. So we're going to expect intellectual breakdowns from him, right? But it is a guy that he broke down and digested the game in a more cerebral fashion. You know, it wasn't about skills or jumping out the gym or any. JJ Redick digested the game. He digested angles and stuff like that. That's how he analyzed the game, right? So I think that's cool because we're gonna get these really, really analytical breakdowns of the game. So I think that's fire, right? I know I don't think you guys are wrong, both of you, because you guys kind of like said different things, but it was also the same. This is where I think this podcast is actually going to be very good for other podcasts. Why? Yes, a lot of people are going to flood to this podcast, and you can already tell.
Yeah.
I think in one day they got 1.2 million.
Yeah.
In 24 hours, they got 1.2 million views. That's huge when it comes to any podcast. Unless you're like Joe Rogan, not too many podcasts gets that, right? I think what's going to happen is now people are not gonna run to the Joe Budden for the everyday stuff. People are not only gonna run to the Joe Rogan for the what do you call this? Oh my gosh, for the features. The special guests. Because Joe Rogan, very good guy when it comes to podcasting, but the special guests that he brings in,
That's what draws.
Whoa, right? We already seen at the beginning of the year the blow up with Club Shay Shay. Right? Yeah. Don't know if you guys are watching. I'm definitely in tune, and shout out to him. Cam Newton's podcast, beautiful podcast. Yeah. Under the radar, but people really need to tune in, right? What this now is going to do, we are looking at the Joe Rogan of sports podcasting entering the arena. And now people are going to be like, whoa, is sports the new avenue? So now more eyes are going to be on sports podcasting. That might help us.
Yeah.
Because now they're going to be like, oh, snap, what's the BES podcast, sports podcast? Let me check out what's going on. And now they're going to see me talking about the Eagles fans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. You know, or they're going to see my boy Eli with hater shades for the first episode out of like 53. Yeah. So I think that, well, excuse me. I think that's where this is going to be good. Before I get to the bad, what I will ask from you guys, right, is continue what you're doing because the way you guys are breaking down the game is cool. But I kind of see how LeBron, now I know it's just the first episode, so I got to give some leeway. I kind of see how LeBron is coming into it. And let me tell you something, Bron, I love you. You know, you've been my favorite player since you entered the league. I don't do good with watching podcasts that don't have energy. That whole monotone, like, you know, just sitting like this and drinking your wine and breaking that, it's cool. I'm going to be there just for the mind games. I want to see how LeBron breaks this down. But I like being entertained, right? So continue doing what you're doing, but bring someone else in. Have a guest. You know who's perfect? Bring Iman. The way Iman Shumpert breaks down every LeBron play, we sat there.
We be getting geeked.
With the whole Kobe story, bang.
See, we're thinking small. I'm saying next episode you call Jordan. Why not have them two talk to each other?
I was going to get there because there's someone that I actually want to break down or like bring down. Right? Iman, very good storyteller, right? Another person that has great stories. I don't know if you guys are watching his podcast. Jeff Teague.
Yeah.
Bring him on, brother.
He's a funny cat.
Very funny, right? Another guy's podcast is doing very well. And I know him, Bron, and I've seen him and JJ Redick go on First Take and have Gilbert.
Yeah.
Agent Zero probably should be a guest at least a few times. Obviously, what's homeboy from the Golden State Warriors? I know he had his old sentiment. Hey, bring him on too, or have a clash of both your podcasts. Draymond Green, right? I think that'll be okay.
Sounded like a woman.
He did. who I do not want in the podcast, because let me tell you, I've watched enough episodes to know that podcast is not going anywhere. I'm not trying to see Melo on this podcast.
Chill.
I don't want to see Melo on this podcast.
Yo.
Unless Melo is gonna get in there and take off his cool hat, because Melo gets on his podcast and acts way too cool for me. Nah, brother, I need you to tell me some stories. Tell me who busted your ass. You're going up there talking about, man, I'm Melo, bro. I'll drop 30 on anybody. We know that, Melo. We watched you for 15 years. But I need to know what day you strapped your laces up and someone gave you 30 and you sat there like, damn. I'm not trying to see Melo. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the whole Mike thing. That'd be cool. You know, if he was alive, I would have loved to see Kobe. Shout out to Kobe and RIP to Kobe. Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think I have anybody else. Let me get to the bad. JJ, I don't know who thought it was cool to intro the pod like that, but you lost me, brother. Lost me. I think it's cool that you want to break down what you guys are talking about, because obviously this is high level basketball jargon that a lot of people don't know about. But let me make this easy for you. And listen, you don't have to take pointers from me, because you can see the level of your pod compared to our pod. But whatever. Just do the pod, brother. You can make subtitles at the bottom of the screen. Horn. What's it called?
Horn's chest.
Horn's chest. I said horn's nest. Horn's chest is this, or this is what happens in. I don't need a 5-minute interlog of what plays you guys are about to spend 40 minutes talking about. I don't need that. Anybody that gets hooked, I am a very tough critic. In the first 30 seconds, if I'm not hooked, sorry, I thought something was vibrating. In the first 30 seconds, if I'm not hooked, I'm moving on, brother. I'm not wasting my time. The only reason I watch is because LeBron James.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I stayed and watched. That whole 5-minute interlog about plays and stuff, whatever. I guess for the regular Joe Schmo, that's good, because not a lot of people know what's going on the basketball court. Oh, and what you said? Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you, EJ. I swear to God, when I watch this, I'm like, oh, I know Eli's having a field day. Field day, because this defensive-minded fuck, I know he likes this type of shit.
Yeah.
I know he likes this type of shit, bro.
In it.
Yeah.
I just like.
Oh, and then my bad. I'm gonna let you get into it. Last but not least, I don't know what you guys are gonna do with the set. And hear me out again, bro. I understand where the level of my pod or our pod. I understand that maybe behind me and Eli is not that appealing either. But let me tell you, we are not sitting in a factory house with freaking tarps behind us.
No, we're not doing that.
So figure it out. But nonetheless, great pod. I can't wait. I'm still giving you guys leeway. It's only episode 1.
That's
right,
true.
right.
All I know, episode 2, 3, and 4 is about to bang, and I'm gonna come in here giving you guys flowers and kissing ass. You know, but that's all I got. That's all I got for them.
Word.
That's all I got for them.
Yeah, I think it's gonna help a lot of people like really try to actually understand the game. Because like if you don't play basketball, you don't know what thumbs down is.
Yeah.
You don't know what thumbs down angle is. You don't know what horns is. You don't know what ATOs are, STS. You know what I mean? Like you gotta really know the game.
See, but. And that's what made me mad. They broke down thumbs down, whatever angle horns, but they didn't break down STS. He just went right into it, and I'm like, okay, dog. So what's his first 5 minutes for then?
Yeah. That, I mean, he should have said what it was, but I guess he felt that by saying STS and them talking about it, people would kind of get.
And listen, I'm okay with that, and I understand that. Don't give me the 5 minutes, bro. Just a little asterisk on the bottom of the screen and just explain to us what it means. Trust me, it's going to make your content a little bit more smoother. In Nefty's opinion. Who am I, right? Who am I? I think you're absolutely right, too, about, bro, I'm here to listen to someone that's active in the game break down the game. That's why I think 2 podcasts, because obviously one is more famous than the other one, but I'm a podcast connoisseur. I watch every single one. That's why Micah Parsons' podcast is big. It's someone playing the game of football at a high level and then goes home and breaks down the game. I'm going to listen to this guy. You're in the game. I'm not listening to Joe Schmo, who I don't think ever played a down of football. Another person or people, because they all play on the Colts, Zaire Franklin and them boys.
Yeah.
Their podcast is also cool. The only thing is you guys are a little monotone for me, but whatever. I'm already too harsh on the monotone podcasts. It's blinking. Okay, I don't.
We just restarted it.
Maybe we can try to get through this because, to be honest, I think just the next two, the quick hits and the quick hits. I just put that in case you guys have any quick hits. I don't really have anything else, but yeah. But that's all I have. That's all I have. All right, let me get to a question that I formulated myself because someone is going off, and we're having one of these title player moment, right? Who do you think is better? Ramadan Kyrie Irving or Hoodie Melo?
Hey, yo.
Damn. Now Hoodie Melo was going stupid.
He's biased. I'm biased. I already know where I'm standing.
Okay. No. It's no argument. It's Ramadan Kyrie. It's no argument.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
There's no
I'm
argument.
going Hoodie Melo.
You going Hoodie?
I love him.
Listen, I can't discredit what Hoodie Melo did. Because let me tell you, when boy
when he tightened it up, yeah.
When boy said that, he went dark.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, Melo, not to disrespect you. It never happened in a real NBA game.
That left hand, bro. Sheesh.
It just never really happened in a regular NBA game. And Ramadan Curry, he's out there scoring 30 with no food in his stomach.
Yo,
no
yeah,
food,
that's
no water.
hard.
No
that's
food,
hard.
no water, no Bev.
Yo.
Never.
Yo.
Can't catch me doing that, brother. Even though I actually did that once. I'm not going to lie. I practiced Ramadan for 2 weeks because I was in Houston with my boy, and they're Muslim. And a couple days we went to play ball. Oh, my goodness.
I can't do that.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah, we know your hungry ass can't do that.
I can do an intermediate fast, but that's it.
That boy, first of all, he's only gonna play like 1-2 games. Then he's gonna be like, yo, like, what are we?
I need water, brother.
Yo.
Kudos to anybody that goes through that. Let me tell you, you guys are stronger than me. Again, even though I successfully did it in those 2 weeks, I don't know if I could do that again, brother.
Yeah,
to be completely honest.
Crazy.
I'm obviously picking Ramadan Kyrie. Excuse me. Let me not disrespect him like that.
Damn.
Ramadan Kyrie because, again, it's a real NBA basketball game.
Against Denver. One of the games against that buzzer beater was fire.
I mean,
I want to ask this guy because I think me and him are about to go head to head. Thanks, bro. I need a couple.
I'm gonna just continue my.
What'd you think about What'd you think about that game winner?
It was elite.
Yeah. That's all you got?
Okay, so let's break down the last 6 minutes of that game.
Okay, go ahead.
They didn't score. They were up big and they didn't score.
They who?
Mavs.
I just want to be clear with the.
I didn't watch the game.
I watched the game.
I did.
I watched the game, and I don't know if you noticed the entering the ball and not touching it and wasting time off the clock.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I get it. Smart, especially going against Denver, who was they were going bucket after bucket after bucket. They were trying to get them off rhythm. I get it. But you got to get the ball going. Only in a sense of like their possessions in those last 6 minutes were rough. Like they couldn't get a basket. They weren't running any sets. And normally I get it. When you have Kyrie and got Luka, you don't really need to run much. But when you're struggling and you haven't scored in 4 minutes and Denver's chipping away, I don't think it was smart. Then it comes down. Obviously, was it Luka hit the big shot, the three?
Mm-hmm.
Hits a big shot. And then I'm like, all right, we going to see. Murray hit the two, what was free throws? Or did he hit the jump shot in the right on the right wing?
I think it was the jump shot. I don't think it was free throws.
So he hit the jump shot on the right side, and I'm like,
oh,
we really about to see Luka or Kyrie get the ball. And I didn't know if Luka was gonna get it or Kyrie was gonna get it. And where the ball came in, I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was perfect. He's coming off, wrapping her up off the bait. No, not the what's the baseline. What do you call that?
Sideline?
No, on basket side.
It was the baseline.
Oh. Baseline. Comes off baseline, comes around, wraps around the wing. I think it was perfect because it's really in Kyrie Irving's right side wing. And everyone knows right side wing, he's gonna get to a spot. And what he did was he took a pause at the catch and then ripped right through. and it froze Joker for a second. He was able to get by. And I'm going to be honest, it was a tough-ass shot. I thought he was going to snatch it back, and I know time was on the way, but he said, hey, I'm going to turn the corner, and he shifted his shoulders and was like,
left hand float.
Damn. That's a tough float. Like, let alone, like, you going 1-2 float is already tough to begin with, but then you got the Joker who's on your hip. You got to go against a 7-foot guy and throw this with your opposite hand, and I'm like, I'm going to turn my hips, and I'm going to just... Yeah. You're running essentially away from the basket.
I'm going to be honest, though. I blame Aaron Gordon for that.
He's
being lazy. You were being lazy.
I do agree.
Because I'm going to be honest. Do I want Aaron Gordon guarding Kyrie, or do I want Nikola Jokic? Get your ass over the screen. That's you know. What happened after that?
Yeah.
It's just Kyrie being great.
Yeah. I mean, hey, Clay know what that feel like.
Right.
Get over the screen, buddy.
You guys just made my job so much easier. And that is why I'm here being a hater, and I'm letting you guys know that did nothing to me. And this is why. Number one, we're talking about Nikola Jokic. We come here week in and week out talking about his defense or lack of.
Nah, but we're not gonna do that. We're not.
No.
This is not that. This is not that.
He wasn't put in a position where he's getting back down.
You guys don't have to do it. Nefty's gonna do it, right? Number two, we all come in here and talk about how great Kyrie is. We seen it done with Golden State. We seen it done against Golden State in the Christmas game. It was a hook shot on Nikola Jokic that jumps 2 inches.
Can you do it?
No, but I'm not Kyrie.
No, it doesn't matter. Nobody else in the league could do that.
Hey,
nobody else in the league.
That isn't Kyrie, but we're talking about Kyrie, one of the best finishers. One of his dominant hands is the left hand. If not, this dominant hand is the left hand, and he's just ambidextrous. It did nothing to me. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't watch the game. And then people were like, yo, you saw Kyrie? And I'm like, nah, I heard about Kyrie. When I went and watched the highlight, I said, y'all dead ass? Hey, y'all can call me hater all you want. All I'm saying is, this man is way too great for me to emphasize that. And against Joker.
No,
you guys are absolutely right. It should have been someone else than Joker.
How we go from that to that? We were talking about Ramadan, Kyrie, going against Melo.
Absolutely right. But for my point exactly, because of how great I see this guy, I mean, you yourself are picking Hoodie Melo, and we pick Kyrie because I know what Kyrie does, and especially on the time in Ramadan, look what he's doing. But if you're gonna sit there and tell me this hook shot away from Joker, someone that barely jumps with one of your dominant hands, because we know what Kyrie does with both hands, I ain't see it. Sorry.
I'm just saying, it's a big game. He's going against Denver, who's a 6 seed.
I'm not going to say it wasn't tough. I mean, it was cool and all. I mean, it was a game winner. I like that. But my niggas made it seem like Homeboy went up and under Homeboy. I don't know. It just wasn't enough for me. It was just...
I just thought it was
a cool game winner.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think it was a good game because we bring up matchups. We bring up Luka. We bring up Kyrie. And we talk about, hey, how they need to figure out a way to beat a team like Denver.
Kyrie would have done that on anybody, honestly.
No, I agree. I'm just saying he was the one guarding him, and EJ said that would have never happened if Aaron Gordon would have stepped up. So it's just little things that, like, watching the game, we're like, hey.
Granted, I get what Ray is saying. Whether it was Joker or it could have been Aaron Gordon that got it.
No, but what I'm saying is, if you see Aaron Gordon, I think he beats him to the spot than Kyrie getting. You know what I mean? The angle in which he took.
I think you're defending. Defending my point in a different aspect, but just more. Because if it was Aaron Gordon, maybe it wouldn't have been a hook shot. Maybe he would have done the snatchback the way you expected him to do. I'm just saying that Kyrie, I'm expecting him to do shit like that. It's just, listen, I could be wrong. You guys can tell me I'm wrong, and that's okay. I'm just saying, because I know what Kyrie's made of, especially when there's only 5 seconds left, it didn't do much. But kudos.
Oh, you saying it's just regular?
It's just regular Kyrie to me. And I thought, well, okay, let me not, again, I respect EJ. I respect you way too much, right? Way too much, especially in the game of basketball, right? I thought you were going to be in the same sentiment because we come in here day in and day out talking about, yo, I don't understand why people overhype Kyrie when we know who he is. So when I saw this, I'm like, fam, y'all don't know who this nigga is?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Besides us, some people think that Kyrie's immature, illiterate, not who he is on the court. Obviously, in the sense of last year and COVID and not playing. And
yeah. Well,
his issue, like some
he's
people
very
don't
misunderstood.
like him. And
Which
that's what
sucks.
I'm saying. So like,
that's
people
my
may not like
biggest,
him or his game.
That's my biggest thing, and people find a way to make it not about basketball, and that is always my argument when I post on IG and I go LOL. I'm saying that because
first of all, you've been cooking.
Yo,
you've been cooking on IG, bro. I'm like, yo, this nigga is in his bag.
Yo, when I do my LOL series, it's just to shine light on like, yo, it's the game of basketball. We should be critiquing these guys. I could care less how they shit at night, what clothes they're gonna wear, what brand, bro. What are you doing with that ball in your hands in the floor for the 48 minutes that you're playing? That's what I'm critiquing you on.
Yeah,
you guys, and I really literally have people that'll sit here with me and be like, yeah, I don't think Kyrie really moves the needle that much, bro. Listen to me, bro. We are lucky he is 6'2", not 6'6". Okay, that's number one.
I mean,
number two, he goes at everybody.
There's a lot of players we could say that about. There's a lot of players. I know EJ's definitely one of them, but there's a lot of players we could say
that. No, chill. I'm not. Relax.
EJ,
relax.
EJ,
see,
cut it out.
That's it. Points over.
No,
points
no.
over. Points over.
I think
the point is over.
No, EJ, if you were 6'3", you'd probably be in the league.
He there, right?
You'd probably be in the league.
Oh, he missed.
It's just that. Look, actually, this is probably the best way I could put it, right? If Kyrie never hit the game winner, if Kyrie never went to the USA basketball thing and crossed 8 of those niggas, then I'd be like, fuck, yo, that was the greatest shit. But I seen Kyrie do that against Paul George, Kobe Bryant, James Harden, hits a shot over Steph Curry, hits a shot over Clay in the Christmas game. It's just regular Kyrie to me.
This is what he does.
And this is what he does. So I don't want to I don't want to sit here and discredit. No, you guys are 100% correct in the fact that, yes, this is an insane shot or however you want to call it. But when I watched it, I'm like, oh, it's just Kyrie doing Kyrie things.
That's tough, yeah.
You know? My bad. Let me get this out of the way. Sorry.
Nah, that's on him, too.
Yeah.
But Aaron
Gordon. He's got to see that, though. That's what I'm saying. I think it was a nice play call.
All right. Let me take it back for Aaron Gordon real quick. I need to see where Luka was at.
Well, I want to break down the whole play because
you can't do that because you slip that, it's current.
Yeah, I got to see where Luka's at. All right, Luka's at the top of the key.
Yeah, no. He's got to be there.
And to be honest, let's go back. If we really get on it, they were looking for this shot no matter what. Because they were looking for this. They were looking to give this to Kyrie for no matter what. Because Luka at the top of the key hit him with a V cut, and he was open for a lay. I didn't go back. Damn, now I went back too far.
Nah, they was definitely heavy denying Luka. They didn't want him to get that cheese. Oh, Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he's got to hit that.
You got to hit those, brother. Very Jason Tatum-y right there. Very Jason Tatum-y. See what I mean? Aaron Gordon wasn't even facing Luka. They would have hit him with a little lob pass. Luka would have done an alley-oop layup. Still would have won the game. But they were looking for this play.
Yeah. We were only saying if Aaron Gordon were to go ahead and see that Kyrie's coming, all you need to do is to switch and Joker's there. Yeah, and then send him that way. But it didn't happen. He didn't see it.
Nah, he definitely saw it. He was just
if he did see it, he should have known. I'm not going to let Joker get this.
Nah, I think he was just being lazy.
Yeah.
Bro, look at the way he's playing fence. Look at him. Oh,
my God. Yeah. He kind of guided him yo, take over on that side. Yeah. See what you're saying.
If that was you, you're like, yo, switch, come down. I'm sprinting up.
Yeah.
The Denver Nuggets did win yesterday without Jamal, Joker, and and Porter, by the way.
Damn, who they face?
I don't remember who they faced.
It really don't even matter.
But Aaron Gordon scored like 26 points, and I think this just goes back to a couple months ago when we were talking about like, I came here and said Denver needs to figure out what to do if Joker and Jamal doesn't show up. And since then, bro, I don't know what's been going on in Denver, but niggas just been they locked in.
Yeah, man, they're locked in.
They locked in.
All's gonna be fun.
Yeah. We don't really have to break it down. This is just me just to let you guys know. We are getting 2 documentaries that I think are very interesting. You guys remember the quarterback documentary that we got from Netflix? Yeah. They're now going to do a receivers documentary.
I love that.
And the 2 people that they headline in the little trailer or whatever were Stephon Diggs and JJ.
Ooh.
The quarterback one, we got 3. Like there was 3 quarterbacks. It was Mariota, Patrick,
and
Cousins. So I'm going to assume Diggs and JJ is 1. I don't know who's the 3rd. If you're gonna ask me, because both of them are very high profile receivers. I don't know. I'll probably pick like Waddle. I got to be someone on the low tier end, you know. Unless they're trying to give us 3 god tier likes, then I'm gonna assume Chase.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not too sure anybody else. CD, I don't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind that one.
Yeah. I'm not too sure who the 3rd. You know, I just want to know how are they gonna go about this, because again, the quarterback one, they gave us 3 different levels. It's someone fighting for the position, someone at the top of the position, and someone who, you know, some days we think is elite, and someone. Stephon Diggs and JJ, well, in their respective situations, are considered elite wide receivers.
No.
Right? So I don't really know how they're going about this, but it's still going to be very interesting. We think, because I think we all had the same sentiment when we came here and talked about it. They did a good job with the quarterback doc. I'm just going to assume they're going to do the same thing with the receivers doc.
Great doc.
The other doc is they are going to do an NCAA women's basketball documentary, and it highlights big time on Juju, Paige, and Cece.
Yeah.
So that's going to be another really, really good doc that should be coming out very soon. So
I'm excited.
other than that, gang, I have nothing else. I don't know if you guys have anything that you want to touch upon.
The only quick hit I got is I feel bad for Justin Fields, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
I think it's gonna. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. There's a lot of variables going on.
That's a crappy situation.
Yo, like, what happens if they don't pick Caleb Williams? Number 1.
They're screwed. They are screwed.
You know, yeah.
I don't know why they waited so long to get rid of him. At that point, you keep him because you gave him for a bag of chips.
I think that, first of all, that's very disrespectful. Like how they just gave him up for whatever. I think the only thing that I give the Bears the benefit of the doubt is the same guy that Kansas City had drafting Mahomes is in Chicago.
Yes.
And he's been saying that Caleb is Patrick 2.0.
Yeah.
So he must see something that we're not seeing, and obviously they're doing a good job with loading up with, you know, this.
No,
they got
it's set up for him to
DJ
succeed.
Moore,
I'm not. But yo, Justin Fields.
It just sucks because you're absolutely right. We've been here multiple times saying Fields is one of those guys. I've even said we're looking at literally Jalen Hurts without the receivers.
Yeah.
And without
might be a better thrower.
And without the O-line, absolutely. You know, so we just gotta wait and see. All I'm saying is this: if you guys did all these moves, ship out Fields, and get whoever you get, and it still don't work out, hey, brother,
that's a tough one.
You know, like stop eating. Right, stop eating.
That is a tough one.
Also, shout out. I mean, obviously, this team is just. I just cross my fingers with this team because every year it's something new. But the Jets end up getting Mike Williams.
Yo, and they signed Tyron Smith, the offensive lineman.
So they're doing things.
Jets?
Yeah, they're doing things over there to help out Aaron, maybe for a last hurrah. I'm a little mad because I thought maybe the Patriots was about to land Mike, but that didn't work out very well. What I don't like is I've been hearing a lot of rumblings about the Patriots in wide receiver talk. So that means whoever's in our quarterback room is who we're probably going to play the season with, and I'm not very happy about that.
Yeah, but
bruh, you know what that means?
That means you guys are definitely probably getting Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, which is cool. Don't get me wrong.
I am okay.
Don't get me wrong. All I'm saying is if we lock him up for the 3-4 year rookie deal,
you got to get somebody. Yeah,
the quarterback better be coming in that 3-4 year because we know he's about to leave after that.
Can we get a quarterback, please?
Who?
The Giants.
Bro.
Let's get.
the Jets. By the way, the Jets
quarterback.
also ended up signing Tyron or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I did see that.
Which Tyrod Taylor.
Stop
Tyrod.
talking about the Giants.
Come on, brother. I gotta hang on tight.
Yeah, I get it.
You're
I'm
hanging
a
on
fan,
to nothing.
bro.
Hanging on to nothing, brother.
No, they're
But
gonna suck.
that is going to conclude episode 53 of the BES podcast, the best podcast in the
World. Your quarterback wants to go on country stages and sing songs.
I did see that. That's kind of crazy.
Yo, he's not my quarterback.
No, he is though.
He's not.
I'm
telling you right
Yo,
now,
he's
he's
getting
going to
traded.
be the quarterback for the
Well,
Giants.
guess what? If he is, I'm hopping off a different. I'm going to.
You're low-key wearing the same sunglasses Terrell Owens wore that one day. That's my quarterback.
For
That's
real.
not my quarterback.
Yeah.
Oh.
If you guys haven't liked this video yet, make sure you guys do as of now, and make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. We're trying to smash that 150 plus subscribers by the end of March. And hit that notification bell so you never miss a drop. We love you guys. We'll catch you guys next time.
Gang.
Peace.